Hello, Internet. Today I'm taking a short look at a game called Exile's End. Claims to be not a metroidvania. I'm gonna hit new game here just so you see the intro, which I think is... Well, it's a pretty good part of the game. Maybe the best part of the game. Very much reminds me of Wing Commander, the original. Cool animation, right? Looks good. Nice and retro. Even though the game says it's not a Metroidvania, one of the tags users had placed on the game is Metroidvania on Steam. Cool intro sequence. I was excited after seeing this. You know, no voices, but you know, hey, it's a $10 game. Crash land on this world. You know, that map in the upper right hand corner sure as hell looks like a Metroidvania. Run around. Right, side scroller. Some health and something else up in the top left. There's the other drop pods in the background, or escape pods. I actually turned down the game has a filter. Oh, and here's so this is great. So this game, there's falling damage. So the first time I went through here, I did something like that. Fell a little bit. It tells you need to get the suit powered back up. But then the camera like doesn't show you that there's platforms underneath, and at no point does the game tell you that you can look down by holding down on the D-pad or the analog stick. I only figured that out by going to the forums, seeing all the other people complaining about the fall damage. Then a ton of people like piling on them saying, "Oh, you just don't know how to play video games." It's like, no, I jumped from here to here. I put a little bit too much into it, and I fell, and got hurt. That is ridiculous. This rock is your best friend. The first like. Ran into another survivor. This rock is your best friend for the first like 40 minutes of this game. However long I've played. Let me see how long I've played so far. 30 minutes at least. It's your only weapon, but this guy is incapable of throwing this thing well. Look, there's an enemy. Let me try to hit it. Nope, just missed. Well, maybe if I crouch down, it'll aim a little bit better. No. You have to know exactly how the thing works. It looked easy last time I did it, but It's pretty much just pure luck. And if you accidentally throw this rock at an enemy and miss and it falls into a pit of spikes, well, you don't have a weapon. And these guys will actually hurt you. Step on them. These little lizard dudes are crawling around the ground. I've gotten pretty good with throwing the rock now, but I don't know why it should be this difficult. And then if this guy's standing on it, I can't get it. If I make any contact with this little lizard dude, I'll probably be dead. Here's another great one. So here's the switch. What button do you press? Well, I tried all the buttons. I can switch. I can, you know, bring my switch weapon thing or switch item thing by hitting the using the gamepad. So you can do that on the shoulder buttons, but you can only really do it by like just walking through it. Okay, and holding the up key. This is new to me. I did it the first couple times I went through here by throwing a rock at it, which triggers it. You can see like games, you know, hold your hand too much now. But I don't want to get killed by like a little salamander on the ground or whatever it is. Then possibly lose my one rock. The only thing I have to defend myself with. How are you even supposed to get this guy? I don't think you stand far enough away to get him with any of the weapons. And if I throw it here, I'll lose it in the spikes. Can't get that rock back. It's just gone. Alright, so I want to skip ahead a little bit. It's not worth showing off the shitty gameplay. Right. There we go. Alright, so here's a save. At this point, so you actually get an upgrade for your suit pretty quickly that negates the falling damage completely. And I don't think the falling damage would be so bad if like you had to fall like a full screen height to have the problem, or maybe if it hurt you less or something like that. But a game that's so platform centric, it's really frustrating. Here's where I'm at. There's this guy we saw earlier. He's gone. This freaky monster. No sound effects for the monster at all. This horrible monster, the only thing you have in the background is the music. And some ambient noise of... This game just... There's games that you can be bad at. There's our game over. There's games that you can be bad at because, you know, you don't feel like you're good enough. Like Super Meat Boy is a good example of that. Super Meat Boy, when you screw up, you feel like it's your fault. When you screw up in this game, you feel like the game is broken. At some point, also in this save, I had found 2 other rocks. So I'm not quite as defenseless, but I'm still pretty bad. This is, I can tell, I'm doing like no damage to this guy. I've fought this guy quite a few times now. Then he'll just sit and camp over your rocks until you approach him, and then he moves away a little bit. But there's no like monster growling sound or movement sound even for the monster. There's just my character's footsteps. It's a shame because I feel like the graphics look interesting. I feel like there could be a good game in here. If only it wasn't hampered by people trying to make games as shitty as they were in terms of gameplay from 25 years ago or 20 years ago. I don't know how anyone could have sat down and played this and thought, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to make the game purposefully difficult, not in a way that feels like it can be overcome, but just, you know, just fuck with the player. Dark Souls is another game, kind of like Super Meat Boy, where you feel like, you know, it's very punishing, but when you fail in that game, you feel like, you know, it's, for most part, you screwed up. There's an upgrade if I can just beat this guy. Let's just start running past him, I guess. This is new to me. Alright, so we gotta get east. Oh, okay. Can't wall jump. I'm not really sure where I can go. Oh my gosh, give me a break. This guy's still here? I don't know why someone make something so frustrating. Oh, here we go. Apparently you can climb these vines and see the worst character art for behind. Still can't kill these motherfuckers. Apparently my powered mech suit armor or whatever is too flimsy to withstand the attacks of flimsy to withstand the attacks of tiny, like, salamanders. Okay, I can't jump. What does the game want me to do? I can't jump. As if I do. Okay, my third rock is just gone now because I left the screen and came back. My favorite of these jumping puzzles where you're going down is the ones where you look you're on them, and unless you look down from the bottom ledge, you won't see that you're standing over spikes. Better save. You know, I grew up with frustrating side scrollers and games like that, and the frustrating parts about them were not fun. Like this kind of nonsense where I don't know what's below me and the game gives no suggestion. That's not fun. I shouldn't have to look down further with the D-pad. Oh, okay. We're not gonna address the fact that that dude just exploded, or what the hell he was. In any case, I don't really want to spend too much time with this game. I don't want to spoil it just in case someone does still want to play it. I'm hoping that it gets better later on. It starts feeling less cheap. Yeah, of course, that salamander's going to drop from the ceiling to try to kill me. It's also really frustrating that there's clearly a map in the upper right corner. There's a map somewhere in the game, but there's no way to access it. You can only see the limited amount available in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time, so sometimes when you resume from a save, you won't know where you are. Because the game chooses odd places to resume a save. Then you can't access the map to kind of verify. Oh my gosh. It's like I love metroidvania type of games. I love side-scrolling games. It can be so much fun. Like Shovel Knight came out recently. Okay. Well, without my rocks, I'm dead. I seem dead anyway. It's never quite clear where the continue is going to leave you off at. And then you have to exit, load. Let me actually set it back to the original TRT filter. See what that looks like. See, that's a lot blurrier. It's so weird. Like you can see on the map in the upper right corner that I've actually explored past here. The game knows that it's still loading character further back than it has to be. It's not like this is a remake of an older game, or there's just no good reason for this. 2015 for a game to be this frustrating. And sure, the fall damage is mitigated by getting a suit upgrade pretty quickly, but why have it in the game at all? And why have it activated so quickly? Like, have fall damage fine after like a platforming area. Have it where you fall like a screen or two and you're dead. Okay, fine. But falling like 10 feet in the game, like your character's height or less. And you either die or you're pretty badly injured. That's crazy to me. No, I really don't recommend anyone spend their $10 on Exile's End. The game page on Steam advertises like all these people worked on it, but all these classic game developers. But it's just not fun. I don't think I'm really gonna play it anymore just because it's so frustrating. Which is really disappointing. Like I said, I wish they were better. That's Exile's End. Thanks for watching.